Hey, we're back, Fantasy Pro Insiders, the Warden, the Guru. We're gonna get things going. Session 2, running backs, tight ends, and defense special teams. So let's dive right into them for a Guru. I know they're waiting on it. Week 11, top 24 tight ends. Here we go. Number 1, Travis Kelce. Number 2, Mark Andrews coming back from a bye week. 3, Dalton Schultz out of Dallas. 4, Cole Kmet. 5, George Kittle, San Fran. 6, TJ Hawkinson out of Mini. 7, Tyler Higbee from the Rams. 8, Pat Fairmouth out of Pittsburgh. 9, Greg Dulcich out of Denver. 10, Kyle Pitts from Atlanta. 11, Tyler Conklin out of the Jets. 12, Hayden Hurst from Cincy. 13, Foster Moreau out of Vegas. 14, Dawson Knox, Buffalo. 15, Juwan Johnson, New Orleans. 16, Austin Hopper out of Tennessee. 17, Kylan Granson out of Indy. 18, Robert Tunyon from Green Bay. 19, Trey McKitty out of the Chargers. 20, Hunter Henry out of New England. 21, Taysom Hill out of New Orleans. 22, Trey McBride, Arizona. 23, Harrison Brighton from Cleveland. And rounding out top 24 tight ends, Logan Thomas out of the Washington football team, Guru. Anything there with the tight ends, man?
Well, if you got one of the top two, congratulations. If you don't, good luck.
Exactly, man.
That's what it boils down to.
Hey, you know what? Really quick. With Dallas Goddard out, not sure what the backup situation out there in Philly is. They got a guy I know they activated from the physically unable to perform list, Tyreek Jackson, who will split time with this other guy out there. I forget his name, but nothing special. They'll just air that thing out to AJ Brown, Devontae Smith, running backs, Jalen Hurts will run. So I don't see anything big with tight ends in Philly until Dallas gets back. So, hey,
Yeah, it's unfortunate about the tight end position because it looked last year like we were about to
yeah,
have
man,
5 or 6 guys
yeah,
throw their
yeah,
name in with the top 2 or 3,
they did,
be right there, but they just kind of
yeah,
and
you know,
tight ends are what they always have been. Now, if you get one of the top 2 or 3, you're in
right,
phenomenal shape. If not, then
exactly,
you're in bad. You're chasing.
exactly. All right, let's go to the defense. We'll rip to these real quick. Number 1, the Ravens. Number 2, the 49ers. 3, the Patriots. 4, the Commanders. 5, the Saints. 6, the Bills. 7, Steelers. 8, the Eagles. 9, the Broncos. We're going to go 10, the Rams. 11, the Bengals. 12, the Giants, followed by the Jets at 13. Cowboys at 14. Titans at 15. Chiefs at 16. Vikings at 17. 18, we're going to go with the Raiders. 19, we're going to go with the Colts. 20, I lost my place here. Hold on. Sorry about that. Where we at? Here we go. 20, we're going to go with the Texans. 21 with the Bears. 22, the Cardinals. 23, the Packers. And rounding out the top 24 defense special teams, Los Angeles Chargers at 24. All right. Let's give them what they want. This is what everyone is waiting on. This is what it's all about. It's time to take affirmative action, baby. Here we go with the running backs.
Yes, this is your meat and potatoes, folks. This is what you waited for, and
Here we go. Sit back, relax. Let's get it going. Number 1, Christian McCaffrey out of San Fran. 2, Saquon Barkley coming back from a bye week. 3, Austin Eckler. 4, Derrick Henry. 5, Jonathan Taylor had a big game last week against Raiders. 6, Ramondre Stevenson out of New England. Climbed up the charts. 7, Joe Mixon. 8, Nick Chubb. 9, Tony Pollard. 10, Dalvin Cook. 11, Josh Jacobs. 12, Aaron Jones. 13, Alvin Kamara. Hopefully he bounces back. We'll see him soon. 14, James Conner. 15, Damian Pierce out of Houston. 16, Deontay Foreman out of Carolina. 17, Jamal Williams from Detroit. 18, Miles Sanders, Philly. 19, Najee Harris. 20, Cordell Patterson out of Atlanta. 21, David Montgomery. I'll see more carries from him probably this week with a Khalil Herbert out. 22, Brian Robinson Jr. 23, DeAndre Swift. 24, Devin Singletary. 25, Kenyon Drake from Baltimore. 26, Antonio Gibson. 26, Gus Edwards. He's back out of Baltimore. He's going to be back in the lineup. 28, Michael Carter from the Jets. 29, Elijah Mitchell, San Fran. He had a big game as well. He actually had more carries than Christian McCaffrey. 30, Kareem Hunt. 31, Damian Harris, New England. 32, Melvin Gordon. 33, A.J. Dillon. 34, James Robinson. And 35, Latavius Murray. Guru, that goes rips right through your 35, top 35 running backs for week 11. Let's hear from the Guru. We'll see if he got a chime in.
Talk briefly about number 25, David Montgomery. I did my rankings before it was found out that
21. He's 21
or 21.
Yeah.
Before they found out that their other back was going to be out.
Yeah.
They were there. Basically, it was a 50-50 timeshare. That's out now. And
right.
It looks like I would think Montgomery moves up in the rankings from
I would agree.
To about, I think maybe to just under number 13. I would put him at 14 right now.
Okay, I will move him up.
Yeah, I mean, if you're comfortable moving up further than that, I got, there's no problems with that. He's proven before he can be a top 10 running back.
They'll score some points in Atlanta, So yeah, I can see him, 20 plus carries this week for sure.
And so yeah, I think you can safely move him up.
Okay.
At least half a dozen spots, maybe more.
Okay.
Number 24.
Okay. Singletary.
James, yeah. It was a little. I'm wondering if he does. Yeah, I have no idea about this, but he's been there for a couple of weeks now. Correct? He's the one that just got traded there.
Right. No, he wasn't traded there. No, he was. He'd been there. Hines was traded there.
That's right. I'm wondering if that's not going to be a situation where he gets put in the forefront now, starting real soon, and everybody else gets brushed. I think they traded for him for a reason, and they knew they were weak at running back, and I have a feeling, just a gut feeling that he's going to be their number one guy, and if you haven't picked him up yet, if he was on the waiver wire and you haven't picked him up yet, it's definitely worth stashing him if you have room.
Okay.
I think down the stretch, we've seen this many times, including last year. Guys got hurt earlier this year. Take over the last 9 weeks and our last 7 weeks in the number one running back in fantasy because they're well rested. They're getting behind a fresher offensive line. Sorry, I was about to cough. So yeah, I mean, I would look for that. That's definitely a situation where I'd keep your eyes on, folks.
Okay.
Other than that, I wonder with my number 23 running back,
Swift.
Number 23,
DeAndre Swift.
Swift. I wonder if they're gonna rush him back in finally, he's the number one back.
Right.
He's been coming from behind the bench, not getting the starters carries like he had before the injury.
Okay.
I don't know if they're trying to, but eventually they're gonna. I mean, if he's their number one meat and potatoes back, I wonder if he's gonna ever take that spot over again.
Yeah.
I mean, keep your eye on that situation too, because he's a top 10 running back when he's healthy and ready to go. When he's getting the carries. So that's something else. They're kind of splitting the carries with his backup right now. So definitely keep that situation in mind also.
Okay.
I'll go ahead and drop some info here if you got anything else.
I just got one gem I'm going to drop. 27, Gus Edwards. Limited practice this week. Came off the bye week, so he should be good. If he's good to go, I would definitely probably flop him and Kenyon Drake. Because once Gus is in that lineup, we probably won't see much of Drake when Gus was in the lineup before. Had some pretty good games, so I'm gonna keep an eye out there. in Baltimore with a matchup against Carolina at home in Baltimore as well. So that will be my jam. I will keep an eye on there with Gus Edwards. Right now, like I said, limited this week, but they were coming off that bye week, so I think he will be one that will be suiting up this weekend against Carolina. So that's all I really had on the running back. Look like a pretty solid ranking. So that's all I got, man.
All right, well, I just want to touch a little bit more on a few of the guys here. Um, the number 6 running back.
Ramondre Stevenson.
Stevenson. Sorry about that. That issue that I have is still
Yeah.
covering, guys. So bear with me.
Okay.
He's gonna get another opportunity this week to get starters carries.
Okay.
They're back. Their other running back is back, but he's not 100%, so they're not going to rush him back into the lineup. Every opportunity that this kid has gotten to get the bulk of the carries, he's produced like an elite running back. He's produced like a top flight number 1 fantasy back, and this week will be nothing different as long as he gets those, 20 to 23, 24 carries like he needs to get going. He'll be a top flight guy. He's definitely someone you want to get in your starting lineup.
Okay.
Find a way. I can't imagine you'd have two running backs better and somebody better at the flex position, then you won't be able to get him into your lineup. So
right.
I make it a point to get him in. It was nice to see also Taylor this week.
Yeah.
Jonathan Taylor show up.
Yeah.
He has been quiet. He's been, number 1 running back from last year, and he has been deathly quiet.
Yeah.
This season, right in there for bust of the year, but he did break out. New coach, that might have a lot to do with it. And they seem to be leaning on him very heavily.
Yeah.
And if I'm a new coach going in somewhere, that'd be what I would do.
Mm-hmm.
Running game.
Mm-hmm.
And he's a great running back. He's proven that in the past. He was number 1, led the league in rushing last year,
Mm-hmm.
And touchdowns.
Okay.
So it would appear that he's back on track. I got him back up in the top 10 at number 5, and I think that should maintain. And I think he's too talented to stay in the basement forever.
Yeah, so they'll run. They'll keep feeding him the ball with Jeff Saturday as the interim coach. I see them, form alignment. You know what I mean? They're gonna feed Jonathan Taylor the ball. So
yeah.
Yep.
And outside of that, I don't have a whole lot either. So I mean, if you're
all right,
got
man.
everything you need to go, I guess we can call it a night.
We can call this bad boy a night, man. That was a quick week 1. I'm sorry, week 1. Week 11 ranking. I don't know if
Plus 10.
Yeah, week 11 rankings there, man. As we rip through, as we were said back in the week session 1. Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe, follow us, please. We want to continue to get you guys this information to help you succeed in your league. So continue to follow us, continue to ask questions. We're also always interested in giving out information, debating if necessary. We'd love to agree to disagree if necessary, but it's just for healthy conversation. So, feel free to hit us up at any time, man. But Guru, just want to say, hope all is well out there in South Carolina, you and the family, man. And my last words, stay safe out there, and we'll be back at it again, man. Any last words?
Other than to say, keep things right up there on the East Coast for me, man.
Mm-hmm.
I hope to get up there just after Christmas, maybe around the first of the year.
Yeah,
definitely get together and have an adult beverage or two, or something.
Definitely, man.
Yeah, I mean, just a word to everybody. Don't be afraid to ask us questions. Call, you can send us whatever you like over the internet here, and we'll answer as best we can.
Absolutely.
And we'll get to it as quick as we can. Other than that, I mean, I think we're golden. So, want to sign us off?
Hey, we'll sign off week 11 Fantasy Pro Insiders, the Warden, the Guru. Peace and head grease, like we always say about this time, baby.
All right, take care,
All
folks,
right,
and
man.
best of luck, week 11. What's that?